Hi, I'm Lance,
And I'm Joe.
and we're the SAR guys.
Today we're going to uh, actually do a little bit of a different uh, format. One of our teammates, Tony, is a journeyman tracker, and he's going to talk to you today about drawing the print. And he's going to do that in a classroom setting so that um, you can see it and he can do some drawings and point out some different things that he does.
Absolutely. Hope you enjoy.
Hello, I'm Tony Lorange, and this segment is going to be on drawing the track. Found in the clue awareness and identification section of your objective handbook is drawing the print. Probably one of the more important things we do as trackers is to document what we see. And the primary method by which we do that is by utilizing a print card, or simply a print that you can sit there and outline on your notebook and put in whatever necessary information is required. This is our standard print card. I have these available for us here. And what we basically want to do is there's just some basic information we need to fill out. Obviously, we want the time and the date, and that's the time and the date when you started, when you saw that first print and you started your track. You put the location. I usually put a UTM. Then down here, the ground surface remarks. You can indicate the type of environment, the weather at the time, and that sort of thing. And then we want to put 4 measurements, and we usually put the heel width, and that's the widest part of the heel length, and that's from the front of the heel to the back of the heel. Now, sometimes a lot of modern hiking boots won't have this definitive front here, and what it does is just kind of curves down into the instep. When that occurs, what you need to do is go to the narrowest part of the instep and call that the front of your heel, and that's where you take your measurements to. So you'd be going from probably the middle of the instep back to the end of the heel, and that would be your heel length. One of the more important lengths, sometimes the only one you'll see out in the field, is the full length of the outsole. And then that 4th measurement is the width of that outsole, and this is usually the widest part of the outsole, usually along the ball of the foot. And then, as indicated over here, you want to fill in those dimensions here. And here we have the type of shoe wear. Here they have hiking boot, but you could put a heel boot, a flat, or flat, a running shoe, a deck shoe, that sort of thing. And then what pattern? And you can be fairly basic. Does it have lugs? Is it smooth? That sort of thing. Now, how I get started drawing a print is what I do is I'll take the outsole and I'll split it in 2 with a line. And I'll usually use kind of a light little pencil to make these lines. And then I will split the ball of the foot into quarters, and I'll split the heel into quarters. And what this helps me do, it helps me keep the proportion of the lugs here. So if there's 5 lugs here, I don't sit there and continue with 5 lugs out down to here. I maintain the 5 lugs within this space here. So it keeps a proportion. And then, of course, as this shows, what this is simply a line, a guideline to contain where the lugs are along the rim. And then it kind of shows where these lugs actually encircle a cluster of other lugs. And usually when I'm done, and I'm satisfied that these are the correct proportion, I'll take a light little pin, a black pin, and I'll fill it in. Typically, I will not fill everything in until I am done with a particular mission. Then I have the time to fill everything in correctly. And this, we don't expect people to actually draw with this clarity. You're drawing so that you can remember how this pattern actually looked like. You can remember it on your own recollection. And there are some rules, one of which you draw only what you see on that particular print. So if you don't see it here, don't assume because it's on this shoe that it's over here. Sometimes it isn't. An example would be up here. This person might have some sort of mobility problem or handicap that makes them kind of slide on this particular toe or limp on this particular toe. So whereas they might have lugs here on this foot, they won't have it on this one because it's just been worn down over time. So you don't add detail from the opposite print. And why do we need to draw tracks? It causes the tracker to actually study the track, to imprint it into their mind. You're going to sit there and know what that track looks like a lot more if you've actually written it, as opposed to simply have a photograph of it. You can actually show it to other trackers. You can go back to the CP and show what you've been following. If you get relieved by another tracking team, you can sit there and exchange that information with them, and you can add to it as the sign is advanced. You really can't do that when you're just taking photographs of every new footfall that you see along the sign line. You're going to end up with 100 more photographs as opposed to simply adding a detail to an existing print card. And of course, it also is useful in compiling your tracking report and in court situation, where you can testify off that print card, a single print card, as opposed to 100 photographs that may have been taken.
Well, I hope you found that useful. We're going to do another video on the tracking stick, and leave us some comments, give us a like if you like that video, and let us know if you'd like to see more like that or different or whatever you'd like to see with our videos. We'll see you out on the trail.
Have a great one.